How you doing? I am Justin Wood, and about 2 years ago, uh, James asked me to post a video to this Dark Side project. He was trying to raise awareness for first responder suicide, and just gonna kind of tell you how I got to where I am today, because it wasn't exactly an easy road to take. Um, so when I posted the video, I had a lot of thoughts of suicide. Very depressed, down on myself. I was drinking a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean every day, quite a bit. Um, I wasn't really involved as much as I should have been with my children's lives. Um, Found things that would try to make me better, and they were very temporary. I got into a relationship where I thought, oh, great, this person's amazing. I feel better when I'm with this person, but it just turned out I kept falling deeper into issues with myself and issues that I really didn't realize what were causing where I was at. It was through a friend of mine, who's now a brother, Matty Fiorenza. He went through this program called SAW, and told me about it. Said, "How you gotta fill out the application, you gotta do it." And back in my mind, I'm like, "Dude, I'm fine. I don't need to do any of that stuff. I'm doing okay. I have my ups and downs, but what it was is my ups were about 10 minutes, and my downs were days and weeks, and just not getting stuck in this cycle of disassociation from the world and feeling shame with myself on a lot of things, and just not being able to come out of that. So a couple months ago, I finally filled out the application, and I got to go through this 5.5 day program. This 5.5 day program saved my life. I didn't realize how bad I was or where my trauma came from. I attributed all of my trauma to work, and a lot of it came from my childhood, which caused a lot of how I was and how I was being and the way I would think. And I was able to clear up my heart and my mind. And I know 5.5 days, that's not a long time to be able to completely change the structure of who you are and how you think. And it when you're there, it feels like a lot longer. And what I found is that you cannot heal alone in this process, and anything that you're going through, you can't do it alone. You need a community with you. I have a group of men that I can call tomorrow, right now, if I had to, and tell them that I just did awful things, or this is how I'm feeling, and this is what my thoughts are, and this is where I'm at. And there's no judgment. There's compassion and understanding, and men that will help me get through whatever it is that I'm going through, and keep me back on track. It really brought to light a lot of things. So I'm involved in a 12-step program. It's called ACA. It's Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. That's helping my recovery a lot. I didn't come out of this thing thinking, oh, I'm 100% better. It's an ongoing recovery. And my goal is to help with this project, especially because it's near and dear to my heart. It was the first time I was actually able to come out and express how I feel in a way. Because when you try to talk to people, and I get that when you sit down with somebody close to you, your wife, your parents, your best friend, and you say, hey, listen, I've thought about killing myself. The way they look at you and the way they treat you and the way they talk to you is going to change. It's going to change the whole dynamic. And maybe you or someone you know has done that, and people around them judge them. They think they're crazy. They're not crazy. They're going through some stuff. So I came home Saturday. The program was done on Friday, and I'm talking like I came home March 2nd. So I'm fresh out of this program, and I feel amazing. I feel like I have purpose. Like I know where I want to be and what I want to do for the rest of my life. I was able to really narrow down what I was feeling, how I was feeling, and why, and truly just let go and understand that that doesn't define me. Those things, that trauma, that pre-trauma, that doesn't define me. And the best thing that I can do moving forward from this program is help anyone else that feels unworthy, not good enough, not capable of being loved, not capable of loving, thoughts of suicide, thoughts of whatever it is. To help others is really something that needs to be done for all of us, not just me, but for everyone. That's the only way we can get through this life, is helping others heal, because it's the only way I'm going to heal, is helping other people heal. Because, as I said before, I'm still recovering, but to help me recover more is to help others recover and get better and heal. One of the things that I thought I'd never do, as mentioned before, Matt got me into this, and he called me maybe a month before I went, and he said, "Hey, I want to teach you how to meditate." And back in my mind, I was like, well, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not a California hippie, and I don't believe in that. Absolutely not. But going through the program, I learned how to meditate, and 2 times a day, and it's the most amazing feeling. It really brings you into your body. Really feels, it kind of centers you in the morning and at night, calms you down, allows you to really kind of feel grounded and process things a lot easier. Anxiety was a huge issue for me with the meditation. My anxiety level is down to almost a 0. I feel great. Allowed me to get a lot closer to God. I can't stress that enough. No matter what, you got to believe in a higher power. I know it feels like you can't, and that the world is going against you, and He's got a plan. And I used to be one of those people. But until this experience, I can tell you, coming home, there's a higher power, and He's got a great plan for each and every one of you. He's just trying to steer you towards that plan. As far as my life since I've been home for the past week, there's going to be people that don't want to see you change. It's not in their best interest, because they're used to how you were, and they're used to where you were at, and they're not going to know what to do. But sometimes those people don't need to be in your life, and they'll show themselves. But the only thing I can stress is that you are not alone. It's very hard to voice how you feel. And because you feel that way, it doesn't mean the person next to you doesn't feel the same way. I'm not saying go home and tell everybody your business, but if you're truly feeling the way that I expressed I was, reach out. Reach out to me, reach out to James, the project, whatever you got to do, reach out. We'll help guide you to where you need to be. So to sum up kind of where I was and where I am, is I was lost, and I didn't know what to do, and I felt like I had no purpose, no meaning, and I wasn't worthy of anything. But going forward, since Saw, my life has a whole new meaning. I have a whole new drive and a whole new purpose. One of my biggest things I held against myself was my children. I have 2 girls, and I wasn't as involved in their lives as I should have been. And I held on to that for a long time. A lot of guilt, a lot of shame, and I made it appear like I was there, but I never really was. Um, but going forward, you know, it's in the past. All I can do now is be the best father in the entire world to them and show them and prove to them each and every day. To kind of cap this video off, I guess I want to say thank you to James and Matt, because without the two of you, I would have never found my way. Thank you for Matt for telling me to go to SAW and constantly telling me to go to SAW and making me fill out the application. And thank you for Save a Warrior. Absolutely saved my life. So, again, if you're having issues and you feel like you're alone and you feel like you got nothing to give, reach out. I can point you in the right direction. Like I said, you gotta heal, you gotta recover, you gotta help heal others. That's the only way this world works. So that's where I'm at. I'm happy. I love my life. I live in Georgia now. Work for a smaller department, which is great because I get to sleep every night. I'm going this weekend to see my daughter swim, and hoping she does well. If not, I'm still gonna be proud of her. I'm just super grateful and blessed for everything I have in my life today. So hopefully you guys get something from this. I pray that you do, and I'm sure if the right person sees it, they'll reach out. And again, you're not alone, you're never alone. So just answer the call.